Welcome to today's episode of Markets क्या लगता है. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so again, for one more week, I really feel not very good to talk about it. For one more week, we are not recommending any options trade. IV continues to be low. Yes, there are certain options positions that you could do with low IV, as in the debit spreads, but I am not a very big fan of debit spreads, so I'm not going to be recommending that. Even some of the results trades that we do, they are also not giving a lot of IV benefits. So as India VIX is now at 15, and then HV of Nifty has gone down to some 10, 11, 12. It's very a slow market that we expect, and there are very less opportunities and risks are very high. So it doesn't stop us from talking markets क्या लगता है though. So if you remember this particular chart, we have said we have got an A, we have got a B, and we have got a C, and we were able to hit this 15,200 very nice. And if this was complete of the correction, which it's little too early to say that markets are still evolving. If that is the case, then the first target comes to around 19,500. Okay, that is the first target. But markets never go in the straight line, they always go up and down, and that is where we get benefited. Okay, so now if I am going to talk about this particular move, so first let's talk about the white one. You have got a 1, you have got a 2, you have got a 3 here, and you have got a 4 here, and then we are in the fifth of this particular white line. And the next level is the blue line, and blue line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the third, and then you have got an ABC, and now within blue line we have got a 1, we have got a 2, and we have got a 3. Now we are going to go into 4. Now today I am a lot more confident. Actually yesterday I was a lot more confident, and not because of the move that we had, but because of Fibonacci. I'm just going to quickly show you how the Fibonacci looks like. But before that, let me just delete this. If this is the correction, then the target comes to around 18,500 levels. Okay, so let me just remove this so that the lines are little lesser. I'm also going to remove this, and this we have made. I mean, markets did not work according to our expectations, so I'm also going to remove that. No more required. And now if I uh, project this, and I'm not doing most of the most accurate jobs. If I project this and say I want to get to 200, okay, so I'm just adding 200 here. If I add 200, it comes very much close. Let me just try to do it little better with 75 minutes. That is what we have been using so far. Okay, so here, start from here, go until here, and then start from here, go until here. Sorry, क्या हो गया? Just give me a second. Why is it not clicking here? That is because it is. Just give me 1 second. Hmm. Okay, so this 200 is very close to what we would expect. Okay, this is the first thing, and the second one is if you look at this particular fall. Okay, so if you look at this particular fall, it is again very close to 150% of that. Third one is you are able to do counting. So for doing that counting, let us put here a line and go to 25 minutes. On 25 minutes, if you really look at it, this is what the counting is. So you have got a 1, you have got a 2, either 2 here or here, really doesn't matter. 2, you have got a 3, you have got a 4, and then you have got a 5. Okay. Now this 5, again, if you look at Fibonacci, you would see that it is very close to 127. So there are a lot of levels which were coming together at these levels, 18,300, 18,250 kind of levels. And that is where the markets have chosen to retrace back. And because that is where the markets have chosen to retrace back, we expect that now the third wave is over. Okay. So the third wave that we talked about, if you really look at it, you have got a 1, you have got a 2, you have got a 3, you have got a 4, which actually ends here, and then you have got a 5. Okay. So this is how this has spanned out. And although we thought it would have been coming on here, but it took little while. And these kind of small things happen. बड़े बड़े देश में छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है. So yes, I expected it to turn around at 253. It went all the way to 293, and then around 50 points it turned around. And remember, we are looking at 75 minutes. We are not looking at 5 minutes. And now this fall also is showing me 1, 2, 3, right? And then probably there would be a 4 and there would be a 5. But either ways, the markets, I expect the markets, because the whole wave 3 was so strong, I would not expect a huge correction. Okay. What I am going to be expecting is a shallower correction, and that shallower correction could be as well be only 38%. Okay. So either it could be 17,000, let me change the color, 17,780, or there is also a possibility that it might come to 17,620. Okay. So one of these levels it should go. Rather, I would just put in a big circle, and I would say this is where I expect the markets to come. uh, will they come? Markets will tell the story. Okay. So from here on, what I expect the markets to do is in blue color. Let me delete this guy. So the way I expect the markets to do in blue color, bold. Yeah. So this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is going to be a 4, and then there is going to be a 5. Okay. And if you want to talk about the targets for 5, we are talking about these levels. Okay. 18,500 levels. And the current trade, I am not going to be looking at making money on the fall, but I would be looking at making money on the rise. If the fall really happens, I would love one thing about the markets: the IV is going to go up. And when the IVs go up, we will be able to comfortably sell puts down here, maybe 17,000, maybe 17,200 or whatever, but that would be for the next week. uh, I don't think it's wise to sell the calls because of the speed at which this wave 3 actually happened. So please avoid selling the calls. Although, disclaimer, I do have some calls, but I would not recommend you unless you know what you're doing. And when the markets come down, you look at selling the puts below here at around 17,600, 17,750, these kind of levels. Okay. So that was markets kya lagta hai. And keep watching, and keep pushing me to do this again and again. And let's see you next week. Have a great time. Cheers. Bye.